Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with a love reading. Don't forget, today is the full moon in Gemini, so it can feel a little heavy right now, in the sky. I feel like a lot of people can have a lot of negative self-talk. I feel like there's a lot of mental chatter, okay, going on in the collective. Oh, I'm never going to find love, or, oh, this, person will, hate me forever, or, oh, I will, I'm never going to be good enough, or, oh, with past circumstances, what's the point? I'll never find happiness. And, that's just so not true. Okay. So be really careful with this because, it is, we got a lot of like Neptune's a player in the game right now. We have all this stuff in Sagittarius with Mercury getting ready to station to go retrograde on December 12th. So we're in that pre-retrograde phase right now. So it can be expanding because it is in a place of Jupiter. So it can expand all these things. So it can really make you feel a little depressed, when it comes to love and things not working out. And if you guys are alone, you're feeling like you're doomed. And no, you're not. Okay. You're really not. That's just Neptune. Neptune is also like stationing right now to go direct in the next week. Okay. So that's a big deal. All right. That's not something small. So it can feel like we're in this like weird space right now where we're just like, what the hell, So make sure that you're not allowing that to take the power away from you. Spirit, please show me the collective's love life. Marriage. A marriage of souls is a union of divine counterparts blending together. Hopefully this is better messages than what we've had, okay? Never mind. We got challenges even in marriages, okay? Challenges. This could be for, a married couple or, maybe your person is married and maybe there are challenges, or maybe there's been challenges when it comes to your emotions. Maybe even your challenge, bottom of the deck, we got power. So it wanted to come out and it was going to stay at the bottom of the deck regardless. So I did call it out earlier and it's back. And you watched me shuffle. So with that said, power, it says, the power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. Every relationship, even if you're not married, every relationship has challenges. We've all had to overcome challenges, in every relationship we've ever had. And that includes at our work. That includes with our employer or our employees, with our family. That's where the first set of challenges happens, And so I feel like, not allowing something else outside of yourself to take that power away from you when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to the things that we are committed to. That's what marriage is. Marriage is all about commitment. It says a marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. This is a power couple that is going through challenges, and it's orchestrated. It's divinely orchestrated to see if the love, the emotion that the two of you guys have can overcome anything that is trying to come in and break the two of you apart. Okay. And if you're not in a relationship, or the person that you're pining after is not this type of a person, the type of person that the two of you guys could be like a real power couple where you have each other's back, nothing outside of yourselves can stand in the way. You do a power couple, some people say, oh, it's a toxic relationship. No, it's not. A power couple has their issues and they keep it between themselves. A power couple, goes to each other and they lean on one another and they build each other up, and both of them don't break at the same time. But when one of them breaks, the other one is lifting one up, and the other one is, breaking, the other one is there to lift the other up. It's a reciprocal give and take. I give, you give, I give, you give. And sometimes there's challenges. The universe does throw in challenges because it can't all be, this, you'll have the challenges of other people trying to come in and say, oh, well, so-and-so said this about your wife or your husband or your partner or whatever. And deep down inside that that's just not who your wife or your partner or your, whatever, your, whatever you want to call it. Who that's not who they are. And so you could stand up and be like, no, thank you for letting me know, but I know my partner better than that. I'll talk to him about it, but that's, but it's other people who want to come in. And even if they don't necessarily mean to, they do, and they create issues and whirlwinds in the relationships. But again, you have to be so freaking confident and so comfortable and so stable in your relationship that nothing can come in and break you down. None of these challenges, the two of you guys look at them and you laugh. You're like, yeah, whatever. Because the bond that the two of you guys have is unbreakable. It's unshakable. Look deep within your emotions. It's unshakable. Like, it's insane. And so I feel like this is what a lot of you guys who have not had or are in a relationship right now, this is what you're calling in. You're calling in. And that's why everything else that you have ever come into contact with didn't stick, because you deserved more. You deserved someone who was extremely committed to you, and no matter what the challenges, was willing to overcome these obstacles with you. They were willing to climb to the top of the mountain with you and not leave you by yourself while you're in a relationship with someone. Because we've all been in those relationships where one person's doing all the heavy lifting and the other person is just like not doing anything. They're like, well, I love you. Isn't that enough? And it's like, you're not putting in any of the work. So we've all been there, So what we're doing now is we're manifesting in a very spiritual, powerful connection that is based off of like real, true intimacy and love and healthy boundaries. And, a lot of you are like, no way, this could never, ever happen. Well, you may be surprised. You're going to be surprised, because this is a real spiritual connection. And it's like, you're going to have some like aha moments of like, oh my God, this is why. This is why nothing ever got off the ground. You guys will be sharing beautiful moments with one another, moments that, you can think back on and really cherish, I feel like you've been working on setting healthier boundaries in your life. You've been working on, I think that getting, really working on where have you given away your power in relationships? For a lot of you, for a lot of us, we give away our power in relationships. We're like, well, this person doesn't like it when I dress like this, so I'm just going to do that. Then I'm going to do what they asked me to do. This person doesn't want me to talk to this person, so I'm going to stop talking to them. My person doesn't want me to have anything to do with my family because she says that they're toxic. What the fuck? So everything that has ever made you who you are, the person that this other individual fell in love with, supposedly, they want to change all those things about you. And now they want to isolate you away from all of those things. Okay? So where have you given away your power in relationship, where you've turned a blind eye to what your past relationships have done? And now you're having to overcome that and really go, that actually wasn't okay. And it made me feel like shit when they did those things. But, I can't really blame them because I didn't speak up because I was so worried about losing them. That's where you've given away your power when it comes to relationships. And that's part of the challenge that you have to overcome. You can't settle anymore. The universe isn't letting us. If that's not it, the universe goes, let it go. That's not it. And you just have to be like, okay, all right, universe. And it's not even necessarily anything that you're doing the right things, but the person that you're in the sphere with has a different agenda. And the universe is like, I'm showing you what their agenda is. Do you see that? Are you watching? Did you see what they just did? And people are like, I need a sign. No, I need a sign of your sign. And the universe is like, the sign's right fucking there. The signs are right in front of you. We're not getting away with that anymore, especially if we're wanting something that's going to last the test of time. Something that is going to like, it's the trickle down effect. And again, we're looking for this power couple dynamic. Two people who come together to work, for the same common goal, not at cross purposes like we've had in the past, where again, we gave away our power, where they are jealous of what you're doing. They're jealous of the people who are around you. They're jealous of, or the other person, maybe you're not even a jealous person, but the other person wants you to be jealous because that's the way they are. That's their toxic attribute. And that's just their way of having power over people. And so maybe for a lot of you, your graduation is like, I'm not even jealous. I don't even fucking care. I'm not going to deal with this shit. If that's what you want, go do that. So again, you gotta, that's part of everything that you have had to learn to overcome. You have emotion, we could breeze through life no freaking problem if we didn't have this one damn thing, emotion. And that is, the weakness that we all have is our human emotion, And I think that, sometimes that is one of the hardest things to tap into, especially if you're a fire sign and an air sign. And you're fire and air dominant and earth dominant, and earth is a little more, sentimental, whereas fire and air, they just want to blaze through everything and they just want to overthink it and they just want to blaze through it. And, the challenging part is when you're with somebody who has water in their chart, who actually has emotions, and you don't want to tap into those emotions. Well, the reason why the two of you guys are brought into each other's sphere is so that you can mirror back what this other person isn't tapping into. Right? And that can be one of the greatest challenges is, remembering that why we came into the union with somebody in the first place. I think, there's a lot of laziness when it comes to relationships. I think it's like, once, people get married, they're like, oh, I don't really have to do anything now. And then it just becomes like, oh, and they forget to court their partner. They forget to, date them again and find reasons, like fall in love every single day. Like I'm a firm believer in making love every day. Just so you know, I can go in years and years and years without it. But when I'm in a relationship, I feel like, everything else in the world, tries to keep the two of you apart. It tries to drive wedges. There's always temptation. There's always all these, extra things that drive or bring a lot of stress out in relationships. And I feel like the only time that, that the two of you can become one and nothing else matters is when you're in the, in those acts of intimacy, becoming one. You're manifesting, you're showing love and emotion. And there's, yes, there's a lot more to a relationship, but also, it doesn't leave room for temptation. It doesn't leave room for anything else. And I think that, after the kids come and after, the job and then there's stress, the best way to let go of some steam is to make love to your partner. But instead it's like, oh, I can't right now. I'm just too, you know what? But you can. Again, look for reasons every day to feel blessed for the person that you have in your life. The fact that they're still standing there, they have to deal with a lot of the bullshit that you deal with because they can feel you. They're tapped into your energy. They can feel and some of us are very powerful individuals. So, when we walk into a room and our emotions are all over the place and we're having a really tough time, that's intense shit. And so, letting the other party know like, hey, it's not you, it's me. I'm going to go for a walk right now. I'm going to go do these things right now, and then come back and, share that intimacy with your partner through conversation, through, intimacy is not always like the act of, the sexual act. Intimacy is like sitting down and having true heart to hearts. Intimacy is, where it's just the two of you and you're talking about like how things can be better. I think that that's a lot of challenges that we have is communication, because we make a lot of mistakes based off of our emotion. We make a lot of mistakes based off of emotion. Any challenge comes up, oh, fuck it, we got to scrap it all. And, and it's like, whoa. Take a step back. Do you love this person? Do you trust this person? Chill. Don't let everything get so emotionally, up in the air that all of a sudden, like, it's doom and gloom. That's where we can, like, again, allow something outside of ourselves take our power away from us. It's really important that we don't let that happen, and we tap into the deepest and most purest emotion of all, and that is love. Throughout all the challenges that we go through in our lives that are constant monkey wrenches being thrown at us, remember the love. Remember the love, because that is the only emotion that fucking matters. That's the answer to everything, is love. Love will help you overcome all challenges, all obstacles, all trials and tribulations. It's the power of love. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. I actually really love this message for you. I think love is getting ready to happen for all of us, but I think it's just about overcoming the challenges that we've had in love and where we have given away our power. And once we have, like, unlocked that, that's when you unlock this. You unlock the commitment. You unlock the potential for marriage. Just remember that there are challenges that come with it. Everybody goes, oh, I want love. But there's also fights and arguments. There's also, there's their shit that they have to deal with, and then they take it out on you. Like, there's a lot, and you got to be strong enough to be able to take that on, but also strong enough to say, actually, that's your shit, not my shit, and I'm not going to take responsibility for your shit, and you're not going to treat me like shit because of your shit. And that's where the boundaries lie. Anyway, love you guys all so much. Check me out over on Facebook. I actually just went live and talked about this full moon. It's under Peace Con Una Mano, my personal page, so which is a fucking business page. And then I also have a group and a page on Facebook. I run 3 on Facebook. And then I also have an Instagram, all under the Footsteps to Peace. So also I am doing my buy one, gift one, half off. You can either gift it to someone else or keep it for yourself. I don't care, whatever you do. You have 60 days to use both of them. And that goes on all of my services. With my gift certificates, if you spend $100, you get a WWPD, What Would Peace Do? 1 question answered, which is a $60 value, mind you, for free. So it goes in with your $100 gift certificate. So great time, great stocking stuffers to get for your friends, family, or even for yourself. We all know that we always buy something for someone else and we're like, God, I really want that too. So this is the time to do that. You guys, I love you all so much. Check me out over on my other, my pages. And thank you to everyone who has donated to my channel. It does make me, motivate me, and it does keep my channel growing. So anyway, I love you guys, and I will chat with you again soon. Take care.